Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check.
Mgsdelta.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
غير خلصتي غير سادس خلصتي غير سادس خلصتي.
Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask.
شوف العظمة شوف العظمة. You're pretty good. الله شوف السيجار.
Does this panty waste know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey, are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
دن
External temperature minus 46 degrees
Dun, dun.
Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off.
الله عليك يا سنيك. سنيك ايتر.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to
ادعس
get
على السيجار.
frostbite from the wind chill.
ما دعس على
1
السيجار.
minute to
ما
drop
دعس.
off. Move to the rear.
Activate bailout bottle.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings
and fly. God be with you.
Mgsdelta. شوف الميتر فليب. الميتر فليب. يا بيج بوس يا عظمتك. يا عظمتك هديو كوجيما. تفاصيلك هديو
Jack, I've got some
كوجيما.
important news. The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the
بس انا ابدا اسوي شغله معينه. subtitles. يب. اوه ده غير you know medium. Yep.
virtuous mission.
Virtual mission.
No, the virtuous mission. Our Fox unit depends on
The
it.
virtuous
These
mission.
will be officially organized
طبعا
into
هاي
a
اول
unit.
ميشن باللعبه اللي هي
Virtuous mission.
virtuous mission.
Sounds like
بعدين
some kind of initiation
يصير
ritual.
operation snake
Don't
eater.
get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is
Right.
this wonderful mission?
Wonderful
Well,
mission.
About 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles.
Sokolov.
His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov.
Yep.
He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov. Isn't he that famous
Sokolov.
scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
Yep.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
شوف مثل قرش تعلمك شوف.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri
شوف
Gagarin
العظمة.
to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of a design bureau, that's quite a success story. So why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
يعني ميجر زيرو قبل هو اللي سوى الأوبريشن السابقة.
The ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent.
All right.
And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October the 16th,
اللي هو
1962.
Metal Gear.
President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October the 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba. And so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to the other intelligence agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
Ooh.
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern
يعني
side.
حاليا كينيدي هو الرئيس
Sokolov
الأمريكي.
saved me until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision.
جاي يشتغل على سلاح
It's on the verge of completion.
اللي هو الشاقة هذا
So what
أتوقع.
kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No. Missiles.
Same
Yep.
technology.
الشاقة هذا.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No. According to our intelligence, he's in Selinoyarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin
Nice name
Cliffs.
for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
The
Apparently,
Virgin, the
they're
virtuous
conducting a
يعني
field test of the
قريبة.
weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
All right. بس هو أنا متأكد من شغلة. subtitles on. Okay.
Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yarsk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the west. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis.
Yep.
The clock is ticking.
The clock is ticking.
Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
Yep.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of
paramedic.
tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong, you'll be eating dinner, breakfast, and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Okay. The virtuous mission. شوف لغم. Oh. صورته شنو صورته هو naked snake. شوف الساوند افكس. That's a damn, bro. That's a fucking damn. Kept you waiting, huh? Codec.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Oh, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Before, haven't
In survival training.
you? I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be
What do you
careful,
mean?
you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Major.
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Okay.
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's specialty.
Okay.
In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, not the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy.
Okay. Thank you. ثواني. Yeah, so I need to go back. شوف
تركيها
الجديدة الجديدة ثلاثة
ما يدريدك
شو هاي اللعبة جايلات
ما يد
يا سجل
شو ما علي يعني لا عندنا بلاي 4 او 5 لا شيء
ها؟
لا عليها لا عندنا بلاي 4 ولا 5 ولا شيء
اي مالت فايف ما موجود على الفون
مال 5 شو ماكو من ايش قد عمر شو ناس شي بعد داخل حبيبي
وانا هيش مبدلها لين هاي الصورة احلى شو هاي قاط تبس مال قاط تقدر تجيبه
خليته
اي
بس ليش هيك الصورة ما فضيتي
قل له حمايد خليه يجي فوق صهلي
صحلة والله ما بيح هو قال لي يويو لا قال مصير كذاب حسون كمان راح تروح انت وحمايت
نطلع هلا
ما يلعب ميتال جير
صدق
والله بس ما اعود شيء
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
هاي اللقطة
To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out.
هاي تعني مو ما شنو
هذا من هو؟ من هو؟
ميجر زيرو
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
صدق
So saving lets me record my mission data.
كيف مخلي
That's
المطي
right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
يقول لي
There's one more person I want to introduce you to,
مثلا
Snake.
يده ما بيها شحن
Speaking of
قاعد
snakes,
تلعب
you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and
ارقب
your
بالسكة
mentor.
الخرا خل
Actually, it was
نقرأ
the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She
يلا خل
also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many
الله ذا بوس
Boss?
That's right.
انت اول ما
It's
جيت اذن كل الالعاب الموجوده
شنو كل
Talk to me.
يعني كل
Let me hear
النسخ
your voice.
الميتال جير
It's been
هاي
5
عظيمة.
years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
صار لهم 5 سنوات و72 يوم و18 ساعة ما
Of course I
متقابلين
can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you
Huh?
disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on
Eh.
a top secret mission. You
No.
don't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted
انت
you to
تطلع
teach
ليش
me.
عينه هيجي
No. I taught you
إيه هو
everything
هسه
you needed
شو.
to know about fighting techniques.
بس مو هسه مو
Taught you
هسه
all I could.
يعني من نتقدم باللعبة
The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only
خليه هيك
حسون ذاك اليوم انا استعبت وياه وما بس ما بس شنو ضليت حد ما يوم ما يعرف هذا انا اعرف هذا كم تسوي والله وقيل الكيكه خلنا العب ما
40 cents.